Launch of Customer Appreciation Month. For today, you can get 20% off a single item. Use that code 183899, which means if you use it on the today's special, it's going to take that down to $27.96. And I'll tell you what, Chef, that is just pure happiness in a box.
We've just had so much fun in the last like 2 hours. It's flown by. That's what ice cream does.
I always said earlier too, ice cream is just, you associate ice cream with so many great memories.
Yep,
it's the
totally.
birthday cake with the ice cream.
Yep.
You know, it's the summer day where you see the kids, or the little baby who's eating its first ice cream cone, and the ice cream's all over their face and down the front. I mean, those are memories I live for, right? And there are so many positive memories are surrounded by ice cream. So here's your chance to create your own memories.
It's fun.
All right, now we're gonna talk about, again, quick prep, get it done fast.
Check this out. This is a long-time customer pick. This is the mini chopper, 2-pack from Kitchen HQ. So whether you're doing your garlic, your onions, your parsley, chopping nuts, making a dip, making a salsa, watch this. I've just done my garlic. It's light enough to hold in one hand. All I do is press this button on top, USB powered. I've done my garlic in 5 seconds. And when we talk about dreading the prep, it's taking that dread away from your life. 3 stainless steel blades. Look at that garlic.
Wow.
It is perfect in terms of how consistent and smooth and perfect it is. Right. So it's like having a food processor in your hands. Starting those stir fries and dinners, garlic, onion, herbs. I'm doing my onion now. Look, it's light enough to hold with one hand. And all I do is press down the button. As those 3 blades work their way through, perfectly minced onions,
you know
5
what,
seconds.
I noticed you didn't have to get in there and scoop the stuff on down.
Exactly. 3 blades are doing the work. So sometimes, even with a big, expensive food processor, you have to stop and scrape down the sides. Here, you don't, because it's the right size and you got those 3 little blades. Onion and garlic, absolutely. Herbs, some of the hardest things to chop. It's light enough, you just pick it up and you put your parsley your dill, cilantro. Totally a pain. And look, no knife, no cutting board. If you're doing this by hand, what happens? Your cutting board gets stained green and you're bruising the herb. Here, it's easy, it's fast. You just press the button. Garlic, onion, herbs, nuts. I'm gonna show you everything. Ginger.
Okay, we got color choices, which is great. So here we go. Again, we're talking about our great deal. It's called a HSN deal, $25.95. Down here we'll start on the top. On the top, this is gonna be your gray that comes with the blue. Then we have your red and your black. Down below that, this is called the Merlot and Rose. And then finally down here is gonna be the teal and the white. I love it because you just recharge it again. You don't need batteries.
No batteries.
And you're not cranking, you know, none of the hard stuff.
None of the hard stuff, and it's light enough that you can literally hold one in each hand like I'm doing. I've got ginger in one hand, I've got my carrots in another. How many great meals start with onions, carrots, celery, garlic, herbs, and we dread the half hour of prep we need. No knife, no cutting board, no skills. Light, easy, press one button. Ginger, done. Took me 5 seconds.
Why is it important to get consistency in cuts?
Well, how you cut it matters because that's how it cooks. So if you have a big chunk of carrot and one cooks faster and one cooks slower, it affects the whole recipe. Or garlic and ginger, you want it to melt into that final dish. So here, having everything super fine really matters. Now, consider this, Suzanne. The longer I press down, the finer your cut. So if you want a chunkier result, absolutely. But you can even do your celery, your breadcrumbs, even something like walnuts, a difficult nut, or almonds, or pistachios for your ice cream, or for topping a salad. Press that one button. Look at this. Even something as difficult as a nut gets chopped because you've got 3 blades doing the work for you. That goes into the dishwasher when you're done, and that prep job is easy as that. And just look real quick. We've been on for like less than 3 minutes. The nuts, the carrots, the garlic, the onions, the ginger, the herbs. I've done it all in real time with no knife, no cutting board. You can do it this way too.
It's handy. I tell you, who likes to cut onions too? You know what
exactly.
I mean? Hand cutting onions, it's just the most miserable thing. And I like the fact that the scent is kind of contained inside there, you know?
And it's, you know what? It's like having a food processor in the palm of your hands.
Yeah.
So if you do have that big, heavy food processor that you don't end up using, because, I mean, let's face it, look, even me, I'm a family of 4. This is as much salsa as we're gonna eat fresh. I don't need that big, heavy food processor. I press the button right there, it's doing the job for me.
What is the capacity on it?
So this is about a cup capacity, which is perfect for those prep jobs. And think about how much you prep at home. Are you doing more than that?
Right.
So No knife, no cutting board.
I mean, most recipes do not call for a cup of garlic.
Exactly. So,
Right.
I mean, just look at the stunning salsas, or a little bit of guacamole on taco night, or a little tapenade. So even a hummus if you've got an open can of chickpeas, right? So
Great
you're
idea.
gonna make those dips, you're gonna do your prep, and even those tougher things like carrots, walnuts, onions, garlic, herbs, all breadcrumbs, which I'm gonna show you, a quick egg salad, it's done. And whenever you stop pressing the button, you can have it either chunky or smooth.
And remember, you're gonna get the cord, you get 2 cords to go
Yep.
along with it to recharge them. So you don't have to worry about batteries, you don't have to plug it in. I'll tell you,
that.
that's the other kind of convenient thing about it too. Like the fact you don't have to plug it in and be trapped to a cord against the wall.
Yeah.
You literally can be walking around on your phone talking to somebody and going, oh yeah, by the way, what are you doing? Oh, I'm chopping
yeah.
celery.
I got my
Yeah.
shallots
Wait,
going.
let me go over here.
What else is going on?
Let me get in the oven, I gotta go get something, you know? It's so nice not to be tethered. Look, I literally wasn't
go.
even watching.
Hey,
Look at that.
cheers.
Cheers.
But think about how long it would take you.
Look at that. That's
It's
awesome.
perfect.
Yeah.
Now look at this. How long would it take you to do that by knife? And it's all perfect. Whether it's
That's
your celery,
awesome.
your carrots, your shallots, the walnuts, all the results that we've done in real time are even. And it takes that nightmare out of prep out of your equation. I made 2 dips. I've done carrots. I've done celery. Well, actually, you did the
I did
celery.
celery.
The shallot, the onion, the garlic, the parsley. Do it with your dill, your cilantro, all the herbs that you get. Ginger. It's fast. You're taking the nightmare out of prep.
Okay, could you do the eggs down there? I thought that was
Oh,
kind of
yeah,
clever.
you want to do an egg salad?
Yes,
Oh, wait, I have
please.
it loaded up.
Oh, good.
A quick egg salad. So I had those leftover
Oh, I
hard-boiled
can
eggs.
just go ahead and put the mayo in there.
No, look, I had mayo already in there. You could put tarragon in here, my favorite.
Throw some celery in there. as
Throw
well?
some celery in here, and you're done. So if you want to do a quick egg salad, or you've got that leftover rotisserie chicken, or half a
that's
can of
such
tuna
a good
open and you want to make
idea.
use of it, you can do that. Oh, man.
Because you know sometimes too, a lot of times, just me and my hubby, it's
Yeah.
like this is just enough to make 2 sandwiches for lunch for us.
Sure.
It's not like I have to pull out a big honkin' food processor to make egg salad for, but you know what would happen? I wouldn't make it. Because if I
You wouldn't
had
end
to
up
pull out the
making it.
big food processor, I'd be just like, oh, that's too much work. But if you have something like this, it's quick, it's fast, it's
Look at
easy.
that.
Can you imagine taking that and keeping it cool and then making fresh egg salad for lunch?
Right.
How jealous would your workmates be?
And it's just light and simple and
Yeah.
fresh. Sometimes that's all you need.
Right.
A little hand in the kitchen. You don't need a giant food processor. You just need that little capacity for an egg salad, a chicken salad, that prep, onions, garlic, carrots, herbs, a quick salsa. This is why it's a long-time customer
What are you
pick.
making now?
Even just breadcrumbs.
Oh, sure.
Suzanne, look, sometimes you gotta
Great
make
idea.
breadcrumbs. I always use my breadcrumbs. You know that end piece of the loaf? I always call that little end piece not sandwich worthy. Right? And I'm not buying breadcrumbs. So you're using this little mighty chopper, and you get a 2-pack. Each of them has 3 blades, stainless steel, doing the work for you. I haven't stopped and scraped down the sides. It's doing it for me. So like I said, that little poor baby piece at the end of your bread, turn it into breadcrumbs. Don't buy it. 1 button and light enough to hold in the palm of your hand. If you've got dexterity issues, this is for you. If you don't want to lug out your knife and cutting board, this is for you. And just look at the prep that I've done in real time and ask yourself, how long would that take you in real life, in real time, with your knife and your cutting board to do the parsley, the ginger, the onions, the garlic, the 2 dips?